What's going on, world? We're back. It's the Humble Kingz radio show. Can y'all hear me all right?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
I hear myself echoing. It's great to be back with the people. The Kings are back in the building. My brothers, T. Barlow, DJ Flyness, and Roger. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm good.
doing good, man.
What's so funny, man? All right. Well, look, we're gonna go straight into a video, and yeah, we'll be back with a dope conversation. I'm pretty excited about this.
Humble Kingz Radio Show. Humble Kingz Radio Show.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. We still at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot still trying to flip it out the stove. Rocking fake J's, praying that nobody know. Watch them take my dog away, it was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, might crash cause the good die young. Yeah, the good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave, I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Or die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash cause good die young. But here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home.
I don't even know if I'm muted or not.
Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home.
Can y'all hear me?
Omaha's #1 Christian hip hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
And we are back.
Like we never left.
There
Hey, yo, hey. So, first and foremost, we have a history of being really ashy when we go live in terms of like technical stuff. So just to keep with that same tradition, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Am I echoing?
No.
Nah, I hear you loud and clear.
And there's no
Kings
echo.
for a reason.
Nah, I don't hear no echo.
I don't hear it. Yeah.
Am I muted now?
What about now? Do y'all hear
Okay,
echo now?
okay.
Y'all hear echo now?
No, I don't hear no echo.
Do I sound better?
You sound the same.
The same
Sound
as
check.
exactly the same or
Yeah, you sound fine.
okay, all right, let's check.
Yeah.
Well, we want to welcome everybody back to the Humble Kingz show. It's been a while since we've had an episode, and I don't know about y'all, but I've missed being in the studio with y'all. I missed the conversations. I missed this platform, and I'm excited to have it back.
Yeah, man, me too, man. I miss y'all. This is how it started for us. At least as far as like with me. Like, when I say for us, I mean like this is how it started with me and y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And-
pretty
Well, I
much.
DJ for you one time. And
yeah. I mean, that's what it was. Like, yeah,
I
you
was like, this
DJ
dude
for
better
me.
not be whack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good thing you ain't whack.
Yeah, and when you decided that I wasn't, because jury's still out on that.
No, it was just the beat that you used. So I was like, you better. What beat was that? Was it Mobb Deep?
No, it was the Mobb Deep. I've seen two different names for it, like the Burn or the Learning. I think it's called the Burn.
Yeah, but I remember like I was like, oh, I know he didn't pick this beat. He better come correct.
Yeah. Hey, true story. You haven't heard it yet. Actually, after all these years, I actually finally recorded that song to that beat.
Really?
Yes. Got a hook for it and everything. Yeah. I never had a hook for it before. I didn't have a hook, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's true. You never did have a hook for it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
So like, yeah, you know. So it might be something that you can start spinning, you know, one of these days.
Yeah. I
keep it unlicensed so you won't, so it won't get muted on our shows.
What song is it?
Snap. What's it called? Come back to that, because I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Okay,
for sure. Well, we'll be playing.
I don't think you.
Welcome to the jungle where we war against the flesh, and every day it's a struggle. We depending on the best. Jesus and His righteousness, who will pull us from a mess every time we trip or stumble. You know it when you hear it. Yeah, I'll shoot it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Christina Brumman. Hey. So I'm assuming we popping on Facebook. I've been Facebook silent for a while, so.
Same here. So
yes,
I had to get on. I had to get on Facebook in order to what's the word? Tell people that we're alive.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I literally think I left Facebook like last week or something like that, and yeah, I think I look goofy if I was to go back on there now. So. Like I'm taking a Facebook break, and then I'm like, "Hey, I'm back," you know, and like, it is what it is.
Good point.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, I'm back to do the Humble King show."
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah. Y'all just trying to suck me back in. That's how the devil works, man. You know.
Nah, we ain't trying to suck you back in nothing.
Hey, let's pay some bills right quick. GT, go ahead.
Hey, shout out to our sponsor, First Student. Now hiring school bus drivers in Omaha, Nebraska. $23 an hour is the starting pay. $2,500 is a sign-on bonus. We'll pay you to get your CDL. Check out First Student. We're supporting the community. Very important having bus drivers. You know, we're taking kids to and from school. The safety of the kids is our business. So, yeah, it's a great career. DJ Flyness and myself are employed by First Student. They look out for
DJ
us.
Flyness is not employed by First Student.
Excuse me. Remote. No.
You got to remember, he's professionally schizophrenic. So, you know, should you talk about the right person?
Look, I like to talk about whatever I want to talk about. So he is not employed. He's sponsored. It makes me make sure I pay the right thing, but not employed.
First Student sponsors the Humble Kingz radio show, and they make this happen. So, shout out to First Student.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. One of y'all sound like y'all standing outside. I'm looking at everybody. All of y'all are in the room. So, which one of y'all got a draft going by y'all mic?
We both do. So it can be either GT or me, because we both got fan zone.
This one died.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's me.
Yeah.
Let me put it on this side.
Yeah. Because it was blowing.
That better?
Nah, it's not. Your mic.
It's hot in here, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so I totally understand that. So, you know, I'm cool with it.
Yeah. I feel you. It's just like, man, you sound like you was just reporting live from the ocean. You know, it sounded peaceful, but, you know.
Oh. There we go. Yeah.
Well, hey, we do have a topic to get into today. Before we actually get into this conversation, DJ Flyness has a video. Is that video ready?
The one that you told me to play?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's ready.
All right. So we'll play the video and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Clout chasers who still talking about, and I send my young boys to come and wet your whole block up and da, and they still glorifying this. I look at with a Jim Jones, you could do better, brother. I love you too much. I love you too much to not be honest with you. Rick Ross, you could do better, brother. Meek Mill, you could do better, brother. I love you too much not to be honest with you. Are you the face of prison reform? Cause are you the face of prison reform? Or are you sitting here on your new song with Ross talking about getting somebody murked and shot at the red light? Which one is it, bro? Which one is it, bro? Because I did a shoe giveaway in my city and gave out 1,300 pairs of your shoes because they said reform underneath them. And I love that you partnered with a major shoe company and you out here pushing prison reform. But now I got to sit here like, man, this man glorifying getting people killed as of a week ago. Like, what are you doing, bro? Lil Snoop really got killed. That broke your heart. You wear him around your neck. Why are you glorifying the same thing when my best friend got killed? When Carl got killed, New Orleans know who I'm talking about. When Carl got killed, and I had to go to his funeral and read the eulogy and be part of the funeral, and I got back in my car, Sway, after the funeral, and I turned on my music, and I realized I'm listening to music that's glorifying the same stuff that just happened to my best friend. It gave me chills, and I needed that moment. That was my come to Jesus moment of like, D, you got to do something different, brother, because you have a taste for this poison. But you're attracted to the poison, and rap is great. The rap game, hip hop industry is great at cooking up some delicious poison.
D1 music. Thank you, brother.
Come on, man.
Hey, man.
So I think me and Roger have been messaging about this, but I don't know, T and Flyness, if you guys have been hip to this conversation. Like, have you guys heard about this?
Yeah. It was popping before I got off Facebook, so yeah, I heard about it.
Okay, so basically, D1 did an interview on Sway in the Morning and was really calling out the music industry, the hip hop music industry, on being accountable for the lyrics of their music. And me personally, it's a topic like I feel pretty heavy about, strongly about, because I mean, that's the whole reason, a big part of the reason I started making music. I don't agree with a lot of like the mainstream music. So, I don't know, it was really when I became a believer, I just really started listening to the lyrics and the music. And I think that like it is important to be aware of the music that we're playing, the music that we're recording, and the message that we're promoting.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So I agree with you and wholeheartedly. Like I agree with D1 with this take. I do want to posit like this perspective though in the process of it all. Some of these artists, some of them, they are, what they're doing is they're painting a picture of a problem that many people, I ain't gonna say they're unaware of, but like for a lot of them, it's like if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. And they're trying to say like, hey, like, yo, there's this issue here. Here's this. The problem is though, is that, like as they paint this picture, many of them do it in such a way to where it glorifies the ignorance, because let's face it, that's what sells. Some of them are doing what their bosses are telling them to do. Like the industry leaders are demanding, the industry owners are demanding that this particular type of product is put out. And if you want to get paid, you have to put out this type of product and so forth, this, that, and the other. Having said all that, I'm saying like in many cases, it's entertainment, right? What you have in the music is like no difference to what you would have in a movie. But the problem is that you have rappers swearing left and right that this is that life that they live.
True.
Say that again.
And it's not true.
Yeah, it's not true. Yeah.
For people who are not watching, or if you're just listening, I just rolled my eyes because. All right, I'm from Watts, so for a lot of people that comes out, especially newer rappers, I can tell when they're not living that life at all. Like they never seen it except for on TV. They never, family members or anything never dealt with it unless they, none of that. So they never had to see it. Most people that's from the hood or had to do bad things like that. We're not going to talk about it because we're not.
Because it's dumb. Why would you snitch on yourself? Right.
Not only that, it's survival. There's a difference, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't out there doing things just because I wanted to do it because it was cool. I had to do some things, put in some work because I needed protection.
Yeah.
If I needed somebody to do something for me, I had to do something for them first, right?
Yeah.
So there's not that conversation coming from me saying, "Hey, I used to do this, I used to do that, blah blah blah," because it ain't nothing to brag about.
Right.
If you bragging about it, then we know you ain't really about it. And that's fact. Unless you're rapping because we're talking about what's going on in the street. I don't sit there and listen to, I can still listen to Snoop and Dre and Ice Cube because I know that's where they're from. I know that's what they saw. And I don't feel like it's being glorified when they're talking about it. I feel like they're literally just talking about things that they've seen. You know,
Yeah.
when they put themselves in that first person perspective, it's not them saying I did this, I did that. It's just them saying it in a way of not snitching, right?
Yeah.
I can't say my homie was doing this, da 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 da. So they're just gonna say I did it. There's a difference.
Yeah, yeah, and when you listen to the come up stories of a lot of these cats, like especially like when you put somebody like Ice-T or Too Short, like the people from their neighborhoods or whatnot, you know, like they would listen to them and they would know what kind of life these two were about, like they were about, but the reason why they got support is because like yo, you telling our story, but like in a way that's dope, in a way that I would love to ride around town to, because you got to remember hip hop was an underground movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, so like it was the streets that let you know whether or not if your stuff was like popping. And so anything that was beyond the streets was actually during that particular period of time was considered corny. You know, Sugar Hill Gang was considered corny by a lot of true hip hoppers and some of
Yeah,
the
because he recorded it. They recorded the album.
You know what I
Right.
mean? But yeah, because he recorded an album that was going worldwide. Because cats like Grandmaster Cass and all of them, you know, like yeah, they were making tapes, but their tapes was for the streets and for the parties. You know what I mean? It wasn't like sold in stores. It was bootleg. It was like that was the culture, right? But these guys, man, need a beer.
Talk too much.
Send me a beer.
Yeah, no, but like these.
This session is brought to you by Circle. Drink Circle, and you wouldn't get dry throat.
No,
Shoot, man.
Gotta pay that.
but these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like they would hear these cats singing about stuff that they can recognize from their neighborhoods and like, yo, this is dope. But what we have is we have these dudes in the industry, it's like they're truly trying to convince you that they are the part that they are playing. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, like imagine Denzel Washington trying to really convince you that he's Malcolm X. You know, it's like,
in real life, right?
no, like you know, we gotta know how to cut it off. You know what I mean, and so forth. And for D1 to address Rick Ross, like it's known, like Rick Ross, you were a whole CO. You know, you were a whole correctional officer. You matter.
Right.
That's Rick Ross. Is not even your real name. Your everything about you is an act.
Bro, people ask me why I do not like Rick Ross, and I say I'm from LA. Freeway Ricky Ross. Like we know who that is, right? He moved stuff, but he did a lot in the community with his bad stuff that he was doing. But there's that love-hate when it comes to drug dealers, right? When you're from the hood, there's that love-hate. It's the Nino Browns, right? It's just a fact.
Yeah,
You know that Freeway Ricky Ross, D1 actually interviewed him on Instagram Live and gave him a chance to tell his story. It's crazy, man. This dude was moving like millions of dollars away, like on a daily basis.
But he was putting a lot of that back in the hood, though, too. Bro, he had community centers.
Yeah, so imagine.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying. Don't get it twisted.
Imagine if I went like house to house just poisoning people, but it's like, hey, you know what? I'm poisoning the food you ate last night, but here's some free bologna. You know, like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you can't. It doesn't. I get what they're trying to do is build up some type of credit, right? Because you know we got to think about it like this. And outside of the gospel, every religion teaches this one thing, and this one thing is, as long as your good outweigh your bad, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
And so granted, I may poison some thousands, but man, if I feed some thousands, you know, this poison, we can overlook this poison.
So we have a problem You guys know who Charleston Wright is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you don't know, he had a podcast. He did a podcast with.
Stand up when you talk to me.
You said what?
Turn the fan off.
Like, fan is off. If you guys don't know, he did a podcast with Cam Newton. Can't think of his name right now.
Football player?
Yes. All right, so go watch it. It's real good. He's a guy that really likes to talk a lot. He talks a lot of mess to get your attention, and then he makes sense of that. Once he gets your attention, and once he draw you in with the BS that he's gonna throw at you, then he's gonna make sense, and you're gonna get mad and be like, "Oh, he's making sense," and I hate that I agree with him because he's making sense. But one of the things that people talk about with him, they call him a snitch. And they call him and they say that he what's the word, like blackmail, because he'll go to drug dealers that he know that are dealing drugs into the street, and he will tell them, I'm going to snitch on you. I'm going to turn you into the cops if you don't give me S amount of money because we're trying to do this for the community. And there's people who are mad about it, who say that they're for the community, but they're mad that he does that. And he's like, look, if you're going to do this, then you might as well put something back into the community.
That's
some
hilarious.
people's not going to agree with that, but yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you
for the community.
Yeah. So I can understand why people would agree with that. Here's my thing. So I am not a fan, really. And I'm open for correction on if I'm using this word wrongly. I'm not a fan of pragmatism, and that's like, hey, like do some good by any means necessary type of approach.
Pragmatism.
Pragmatism. I'm not a fan of being pragmatic. So it's like, for example, and I'm gonna bring it back to this. Like, for example, when it comes to like the abortion industry, I believe abortion needs to be abolished. Right? It needs to be done away with. Like, I don't believe that the industry should be regulated like the way that they've been doing for years. So every so-called pro-life victory is a pragmatic approach to abortion, where it's like saying like, hey, we're not going to kill these babies, but it's okay to kill these babies over here, right? At the end of the day, you're still having babies killed, right? So imagine like if it was slavery, we say, hey, you know what? We're only going to whip the darkies, but we're gonna leave the light-skinned slaves alone. Right? That sounds horrible, right? Right?
Yeah, but it was true.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So that's like a pragmatic approach, So it's like, it's saying like with him, it's like, hey, well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave you alone about dealing your drugs as long as you slide me a piece of the pie so I can go back here to feed the community.
You look at it in a different way, and I ain't never looked at it in that way. That's a good way.
Yeah, it's you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, like that's even with this approach, like, for example, is he telling the truth when he says things? Yes, right. But even still, like even though his approach is foul and full of profane speech and so forth, or not like that, and yes, you may be telling the truth, but guess what, Charleston? You're still wrong in the way that you're delivering it. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're telling the truth. I'm not going to deny that. But there's still a standard, especially like, well, okay. I strive to not, this is one of those things where, again, I don't expect people who aren't Christians to really live and strive to go after a Christian standard. Having said all of that, that doesn't mean that the standard doesn't exist. God is always going to be the standard. And whether you profess to be a Christian, whether you profess to believe in God or not, that doesn't eradicate the fact that God's goodness is the standard. Y'all catch what I'm saying here? Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't get rid of the fact that standard exists, right? So does the man tell the truth? Yes. Is the way that he's telling the truth is wrong? Yes. Yes. Both of those can be true. And one thing I can say about D1 is, it's like his approach isn't like, it doesn't come across as one of self-righteousness. It's just coming across one of like, hey man, I'm just calling for some consistency. You're saying you're the face of prison reform, but yet on your song, you seem to be glorifying everything that would send a person to prison.
So here's my problem with that. When his music ain't never changed when he came out.
Who's that?
Meek Mill, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't listen to Meek Mill, but as far as I know, his music ain't never changed when he came out. So what makes him think that it changed from the moment that he dropped these sneakers?
I think that's the point that he's making. Yeah. You're advocating for prison reform, but then you're also in your music glorifying the same things that lead people to prison.
Right, but he's been advocating for prison reform since he got out of prison.
True, but what I'm saying, I think to speak to GT's point is what he's saying is it's like, okay, you're calling for prison reform, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't there any reform in your music to match up with what you're screaming about?
Oh, he's saying there's nothing in his music at all. That's what he's saying.
Right. Well, yeah. And I don't want to put words into D1's mouth because I feel like really like in that particular clip that we had, he's addressing one song. So I don't want to say that Meek Mill, because I don't listen to Meek Mill enough to rightly say, hey, he's not addressing these issues in this song. I don't have enough context on it. Mm-hmm. All right, if I'm being honest, and I'm trying to be as fair as possible here. But having said all of that, though, it boils down to the okay, you have this platform in which you're trying to say push for some sort of positive social change. But then at the same time, you have this other platform that seems to perpetuate the ignorance that goes against this positive social advancement that you're pushing for, right? Mm-hmm. It's just it was my problem with Snoop Dogg when he dropped the gospel album. It's like, hold on, you dropping a gospel album, but like nothing about your life says repentance, faith, and following Christ. You're talking good stuff for while this album is hot, but yet you're still, you still with the same foolishness that you were before you came on the scene with this gospel. I mean, even with like Kanye, for a minute, he was doing enough to have enough folks that kind of like, yo, he might actually be trying to be saved. Now, at the same time, I think Kanye is just a little, and I love him to life, you're gonna pray for him. You know what I mean? But
Kanye is part of the Black Ku Klux Klan now. So
Black Ku Klux Klan.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that picture?
No.
I don't.
Do you guys want to see the picture?
I don't totally agree with where the media has been dragging. Because of his clear mental issues. And
yes,
so forth.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that when Kanye came out, at least Kanye was like talking some talk, and it looked like he was trying to walk a walk. Now, granted, there was a lot of things left to be desired. But even when I listened to his album, I was like, man, this sounds like a young Christian, like in terms of like a new Christian. It sounds like somebody who has like a ways to grow, and should he stay on that path to grow? With Snoop, I was like, I knew off top, I was like, nah, this is a hustle. Like I knew it off top. I smelt it at the door. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what D1 is saying about Meek here. He's saying like, man, dude, like you're supposed to be the face of prison reform, and yet you're here perpetuate you're making material promoting the same garbage that'll land somebody in a prison. Because let's face it, I know that when I was out here doing dirt, I wasn't listening to Mozart, and I wasn't listening to
that music. That's the soundtrack for that.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't listening to gospel music. I was listening to Adrenaline Rush by Twista. You know what I mean? I'm listening to something that's
don't hate on the album, bro. That's a good
I'm not
album.
hating on the album. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you what it is. Like I was listening to the stuff that got you in the mood to do dirt. You know what I mean? That may not whether that's Meek's motive or not. It's just saying like, man, like your art should reflect, you know what I'm saying, where you are in life. And if you are at a place where you're trying to reform things, man, you would think that your music will reflect that. I think that's what you want to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some
sense.
music, Flyness.
Yeah.
We'll play a track real quick, and then we'll come back into this conversation. It's been a great conversation. Thank you guys for your input on it. And it's always nice to get different opinions because, we all don't always see eye to eye, and we all have different experiences.
That's right.
Okay.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
D1, let's go.
Hey, I've been been with the boss for a minute, ayy. Looking at the cross for a minute, ayy. Spitting to the loss for a minute, with the sauce for a minute. Any styles, get a ticket, ayy. Living on the radar, knowing what the stakes are. Hey, hard black, you don't gotta play the race card. God play the judge, he ain't worried about the state bar. When you in his will, you don't worry about a race car. Yes, Jay, name on me like a place card. Know the way, I ain't never got it straight far. Full of faith, be the only thing I pray for. And I gotta pray more, every day. You don't know the cards, you don't know the hand. You don't know the dealer, you don't know the half. But when you under God, then you overstand. Homie, when you get the healer, you ain't going back. Now I know the cross represent, pay the cost, I repent. Now I'm living to the daylight. Now I gotta die for a live. Stay with Christ, he forgive. But he telling me I can't go back, 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 can't go back.
Yelling God over money, I can never go back. Where I be without the Lord, I pray I never know that. Bread of life, yeah, I ate it, I'm a Kobe throwback. Saved the 25, never bring a 24 back. Things change, I don't really hang out. Got a wife and 2 youngins, told me they my gang now. Hit a Cali in my swag, but I'm in that H-Town. God found me on the floor, picked me up and stayed down. Now I'm in it for the king. Ripping your highness, never divided. Step in the party, yelling Yeshua for everybody. Telling them I been saved by Christ and never the barley. Got over money, not finna run, but I'm a leg on the body. Oh my God, won't he show up? When you walking with the Lord, they gon' see the glow up. You're hot now, all they wanna do is bring snow up. In it for the long run, you should get to know us. G-O-M, hold up, ayy.
Now I know the cross represent, pay the cost, I repent. Now I'm living to the daylight. Now I gotta die for a live. Stay with Christ, he forgive. But he telling me I can't go back, 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 can't go back. Yeah.
Because he reigns, I do what he say, I don't ask why. Left the grave, took my death away, gave me back life. Told me how to move, dropping jewels out the sky. And he's coming soon, till he do, homie, I get up and go, get up and get up and get up and get up and go. Ay, get up and go, get up and get up and get up and get up and go. Ay, get up and go, get up and get up and get up and get up and go. Ay, get up and go, get up and get up and get up and get up and go.
He told me get up and go and repent of the gross lifestyle, biggest sinner, no more bigger dealer of hope to the fans that will fill up the show, spit truth that can seal up the holes in their hearts. And I'ma make you realer and bold, a gorilla with a killer approach, King Kong, Godzilla with flows, get your skill up and post to my son Jesus, who's the healer of souls. I said, Lord, I am willing to roll, then he gave me a fill up the ghost. I'm as ill as before, but it's God of a skrilla and dough. New art with the lost, we gon' fill up the boat. Hooker in the pimp, with her and both. The dealer and the fiend need to fit up with dope. The game, we get the deep, the killer, the folk in the ghetto. Christ says that it stood up result, stood up result. Only reason we record or write these bars, and we're even preaching for his righteous cause. Cause we have seen his glory, Christ is Lord. We received him freely, called despite the flaws. We the sea is talking like a pause. Defeating demon armies by the cross. Undefeated, he will surely fight your wars. Homie, get up and go.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
Yo,
And
so
we are back.
Like a bra
bell
strap.
bottoms in the 90s. What? Like what?
Like what?
I said like bell bottoms in the 90s.
I said like a bra strap.
Oh man, I like yours better.
Man, so if y'all don't know, Dayton, boy, he's
Yeah,
man.
Dayton, he snapped on that.
If y'all don't know, I stopped DJing for 3 years because of Dayton. Like
What?
for 3 years, bro. Because I heard the song, Pull the Plug. And I stopped DJing for 3 years.
Yeah. Him. Matter of fact, and here's the thing: I'm not a huge God Over Money fan, but they are spectacular at finding unique cadences and deliveries. That particular song that they ended on that video, you know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like I would argue his wasn't even the best verse.
I only got it because of that last verse.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, like because I think Jared starts that one off. I can't remember who starts that song off, but I kind of feel like his verse was dope. I'm not trying to take anything away from it. That verse that they had in that video, I'm not trying to take anything away from it. I'm just saying, like, I would argue that's not even the best verse out of those off of that song. But that's how dope that they are as a group. Like they found the click and they match. And I think was that AI? I forget how to say her name.
That was in the back?
Yeah. I forget how to say her name. If I'm not mistaken, like if you ever see a T Barlow logo, that's her who did it.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah.
That was before she got signed to them. So I'm often helped. I brag about that all the time. It's like, somebody paid me.
So I'm gonna download that video, the Pull the Plug video. It's only the first verse that he did. The second verse, he didn't do it. It's like a snippet video. But the first verse is what made me stop. I didn't even know it was a second verse to the song for a long time. Yeah, on that song, but
you just heard the first
I just heard the first verse. Yeah, look, I was new to Christian hip hop.
Yeah.
I wrote in great hip hop song, and this list came up, and it says these are the 10 songs that you want to know about Christian hip hop, and I think it was number 3, and it played, and I was like, I'm done. I gotta stop.
I can't take it. Yeah.
It was just like that. It was like literally like it was speaking to me. All right, so you guys heard me a bunch of times on the show say, "Pray for Brother Kanye." So by all means, this is not to make fun of him. I just want you to understand what I was saying when I made the little crack that I made. So he dropped he's about to drop an album.
Vultures,
right? And he had an album release party last night, and this side came out. Oh wait, it's in the background. Oh, I put in the wrong one. Well, let me take us all off right quick, and then you guys can see. There you go. So Black Clan Hood.
Oh, Black Clan Hood.
Interesting.
Is that what him walking around with that mask is representing? Because he's been doing it for like 2 years now.
No, this year never came out in this. There we go. This is better.
Oh. He had his daughter there too. I saw some videos of her doing a verse on the song with him.
So, man, I don't know. Like, listen, I'm gonna tell you off top. I say about a few nights ago on Netflix, I watched the documentary Genius. Have y'all seen that?
No.
It's spelled Jeeee.
What's that about?
YUS. So it's about Kanye's wife. Right? It's Kanye. It's a documentary that was started by Kanye and his friend back when he was trying to get a record.
Oh no, yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like a 3-part it's a 3-part documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, it's been out for a minute.
Yeah,
for almost a year, right? I think I had COVID when I watched it.
It had to be because it said that executive producer for the music they put Ye.
Yeah. So I do remember watching it. It was after he got canceled, or semi-canceled. But I do remember watching it as they were coming out. So because you have to wait a week for them to come out. Very great documentary. You can see there's a part in a video where it's when COVID hit, and I can't remember where he's at, like the Bahamas or something like that. But it's the part where you can see him having his break.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why, honestly, I get being upset with what he's saying and what he's doing. It makes perfect sense. I get upset at hearing a lot of stuff that he says he does, right? What pisses me off is how the media keeps like they keep putting him in front of like who keeps scheduling him for interviews. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's look. He need a better team.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that he need better people behind him, because the media that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna exploit that. Right?
Yeah.
You can get good ratings. If I can get somebody to get mad, if I get somebody to say something that they're not supposed to say, if I get somebody to say something offensive that even me on the show is like, whoa, that's too much. That's great for my ratings, right? But somebody needs to be there telling you, like, bro, like if T, you made it big, I'm gonna be like now T, they're probably gonna bring up something in the Bible, just think before you say something.
Yeah,
You know?
but again, like it's like this. Like, but if I'm Kanye and I got the mental problems that Kanye has, and I got the ego that Kanye has, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what I'm gonna want to do.
Show out.
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna want to say because I feel like that I'm a genius. And so, you know what I mean. So, but anyway, yeah, it's yeah. I'm probably gonna check his album out. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna listen to it. I most likely am. You know, just what's what, you know, but you know,
we have talked about that on the show. We have talked about how we can. It was just me and you on the show, I think it was, T, and we were talking about how we can separate the artist from the music from the artist. There we go. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I can separate the music from the artist. I can separate the movie from the actor.
So
right?
now, so now if we saying that, right? Now that brings us back to our original conversation. Because if Meek Mill is out here pushing for prison reform, but then now he's doing this music,
can you separate the two?
I don't think you can. I mean, obviously you can listen to it and not hold that person accountable, but I think like at the end of the day, what art, what representation that we do, what roles even actors take, you know, that's to take a Christian look at it, like that's something that will be judged on at the end of the day. And that's something I've been wondering about, like, and T, I love your input on this. If like an actor plays a role where he's glorifying murder and, you know, just doing all this crazy stuff, and that's programming people, desensitizing people, whatever, you know, it is entertainment, but at the end of the day, like, are we meant to intake that?
Can I speak on that?
Absolutely.
So I was having a conversation with somebody, and I don't remember who, and it was just about things that are in the Bible. Oh, it was my best friend, about things that are in the Bible. And I was talking about like the Bible is the most violent, has the most violent and the disturbing stories there are. Right?
Time in Judges, like
right, right. So, and actually, we were talking about because we were talking about how people say, how they try to say it's a sin to drink, and the argument is always it's not a sin to drink. The sin is when you get drunk, you know. And then they try to come back with, especially if somebody say, well, Jesus turned water to wine. They try to go, well, it wasn't that kind of wine. When they say wine, it was juice. And I always come back with, okay, there's 3 particular stories in the Bible that's literally going to tell you that it was not juice, right? We talk about Noah who got drunk. He had PTSD, got off the boat, got drunk, he butt naked. I can't remember the second one I know, but the third one that made us get on a conversation was about Lot and his daughters that got him drunk and they raped him, right? So I mean, it is what it is. That's call it what it is. So I was like, so the Bible has a lot of things in there that is, you know, that you consider violent or just immoral. So I was having a conversation a long time ago when that Bible series came out, and somebody was mad. They were like, oh, they were talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, but they didn't have any gay people in there, da 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 da. And I looked at them and I was like, so do you want gay people in there? Did you want to see gay people in the video? Like, is that what you want to see? And I said, plus this is a Bible movie, so I have to assume that a lot of people that they had, that they cast were probably Christians who do not want to play a gay person, even though it is to glorify the Bible. Do you want to play a gay person? But if you want to be accurate,
can you imagine like asking some gay people like, hey, we about to display this. None of us want to act like y'all because y'all sinners, but you want to come
right, you know. So people were complaining about accuracy, but it's like none of y'all want to see it. And none of y'all want to play it.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
But the point I did want to make was if we were making the Bible movies the way they would be violent. We read in violence in the Bible all the time. So me watching it, a lot of the stuff that I watch on TV is not it's not as bad as some of the stuff that I read. Especially like I don't remember reading a lot of stuff and taking it in, but once the Bible app came out and I'm able to listen to it, it's like whoa, like there's a whole different world of opening up of learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. Like, again, I guess it brings us back to like artists just recounting what it is that they see, and I think that like it boils down to really trying to determine what is the intent behind this music, behind the art. So we know, like in the Bible, what is the intent? The intent is for one to show the fallenness of man and the need for the gospel in many cases. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like the intent there is to say, like, hey, this is a brutal, sinful, fallen world that we live in. Here's how you know. Boom. Right? What is the intent behind the industry and the material that's put out there?
And let's not just blame the industry because I'm a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
So I could tell you firsthand, I've listened to people complain about the negativity of rap. Like, you know, all they put out is bad stuff, which is true. A lot of stuff that gets put out by the record labels are the bad stuff, and they don't play none of the positive stuff that's out there, or the songs that talks about how they did dirt and they ended up in jail. But a lot of those same people who are complaining about the negativity and stuff like that, when I tell them I'm a Christian DJ and I'm only going to play clean music, it does not necessarily mean it's Christian music. It's just got to be clean. The looks that they give me, the looks that they give me, they look on my the look on their face. It's like, no, you clean music. Like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. People want to hear the A word when they listen to Juvenile. They want to hear back that thing up. They want to hear back that. Yeah, but
going back to the D1 situation, TA made a point, and there actually was a response that Rick Ross, Jim Jones, and even Mick Mills had responded to D1.
You ain't out here giving out turkeys, you know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. So it's funny you made that point. I guess you already seen it, but just making that point of what's the word you said? Pragmatic. We should have a episode word of the episode. Pragmatic is the word of the episode.
Word of the week.
Like, just because you're Dr. Umar made that statement, you're giving out a few turkeys, but all year long you're glorifying murder and sex and all this other stuff, and I'm just paraphrasing. But
that's the world in general,
Absolutely.
Right? Let's take some pictures and pass out some turkeys for one day of the year, or maybe two, Christmas, and go back to our business.
Also,
and
not even
do
acknowledging
anything.
the fact he probably gets a huge tax write-off for doing that.
Properly? What do you mean properly?
I'm sure he does.
They do.
Right?
It's not a properly that you always. I get tax write-offs. What are you talking about? Everything that I buy for the show, tax write-off. All right. On this small scale, so something that big.
Right.
Laundering money that way. I mean, no, indeed. Like it's not only that, man, but here's the thing, like even before like the fall of Rome, one way they kept people's like loyalty was to they called it bread and circuses, right? So basically they had a welfare program in which they were giving out food, but then they also had the circus in which they was entertaining people. They had and so forth. So what I'm saying is it's the same thing here. We're gonna give you something that you can bop to, and then here's a turkey, but in the meanwhile, you pretty much dancing yourself to death. You dancing, and so it's it's what it is, man. Like it's reflective. I mean, I guess I always want have that question, and I have yet to really come up with a straight answer. Does life imitate art, or does the art imitate life? And
it depends on the person.
Yeah, and
I would say the art has influence over life.
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah, maybe, and I think so. I think yes. I say yes and no. I think it's a reciprocating thing.
Yeah.
I think they feed. I think they could feed each other. That's what it is. But I would argue that it most likely it would have had to have started with art imitating life. Just because, I mean,
there was no art without
yeah.
life.
You can't have any art unless you have an artist. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, all artists were fallen in Adam. All artists were born in sin. You understand what I'm saying? So, but having said all of that, though, like people can see a piece of art and be influenced. And
positively or negatively, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Art can affect in so many different ways.
Definitely.
I was influenced by art to start rapping again. You know what I mean? When I heard the greatest Christian hip hop rapper, Shaolin.
Cap. Put that emoji up there. Cap.
Honestly, you know what? Y'all call him Cap. but let's be real here though. Like
I wasn't gonna say nothing. Let's
be real here. I don't hear anybody else out there as doctrinally sound as him and is still consistent. Like there was cats that y'all would probably argue are better Christian rappers than he was, who aren't even Christian anymore.
Yeah.
And he just dropped a new one called Elder Statesman.
I'm just trolling, bro.
Yeah, and the dress.
Is dope.
But again, it's all subjective. You know what I'm saying? It's all opinions and stuff like that.
It is opinion.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. That's my opinion. The reason why I call him my best because he's the most influential to me. But
right.
Having said all of that though, like I know that there's some cats out there who you can probably who are dope to others and they be like, man, this is my favorite rapper. This, that, and I give them that.
No big deal.
Let's go to can we play this video right quick that I was talking about?
All right, so we got another video and then we'll come back with our closing section and we'll try to invite some people to church.
Humble Kingz Radio Show.
All right, let's do it.
Wasn't ready for that one.
Okay, never mind. I sent you access to that download
for the song.
Yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yo, Fred, put the beat down a little bit and have fun. Put the vocals up. I really can't hear myself. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, right there. Sound good. Style wow music in the building. The turn it off can bang. And we got something to say. I can't stomach those weak, redundant flows. I sit back and I watch these cats come and go. They either rapping by the ton of dough, or they trying to be thugs and say they bear arms like summer clothes. Or they say they on the block making mean guap, cause they sling rocks like David with his slingshot. Or they're promoting lust, making them club songs. These are the type of rappers I'm pulling the plug on. Why? Cause their songs are like cyanide. The more we listen to them, the more our souls die inside. Hip hop is so high on pride, but if we kick the frauds out, it can transform like Ironhide. Hey, now is it me or is the new craze? To be evil, it's the killers that the youth praise. I can lead them to that bread I like souffle, but they rather have their food and liquor like Lupe. Now I just wanna see you saved, so I write songs about the one that rose, no bouquet. His only word is my sword, touche. I use it to slay demons of this new age. Hey, now homie, I don't know what you on. I'm saved like money with shopping with a coupon. When I started, I was lukewarm, now I'm on fire like Hiroshima right after the nuke bomb. I hear blasphemy in your new songs. You claim to be the God MC, well homie, you wrong. Cause you reign for a second, then you gone. But God reigns forever, so put your rubber boots on. This for the rappers that receive pay for leading us into a deep grave. Yo, I got something to say, hey. And this is for the DJ killing us with all the poison he play. Yo, I got something to say, hey. Yeah, let's pull the plug on him. What? Let's pull the plug on him. Let's pull the plug on them. If you had enough of them, then you got something to say. Hey, yeah, let's pull the plug on them. What? Let's pull the plug on them. Nah, let's pull the plug on them. Yeah, I had enough of them, so I got something to say. Yeah.
Omaha's number one Christian hip hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
Yeah, bro. Just that. It's a 2-verse song. But yeah, that one verse made me quit for 3 years.
That was fire.
Yeah, I would. It's not making me quit fire, but yeah, it was dope.
It's not Shaolin fire, huh?
No. Honestly, like if I'd have heard that before hearing some of his other stuff, I probably would have felt differently. Just
sure.
hearing what I've heard after the fact, like hearing his growth from that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like.
That's what he was saying. It's like one of the first. Christian
Yeah, it's like the
songs
fifth. It was like the fifth song that I ever listened to.
Yeah.
So and some of the first ones that I've heard, now they're kind of whack, but you know, like I still hear them every once in a while, and it just brings back like when I first got saved. You know what I mean? But there's some good ones. Like I can remember like probably like the first 10 songs that I ever heard. You know, one of them being K-drama, the Yoda song.
Yeah. One thing I can say is, man, like, you know, it's like sometimes you like I go back and I listen to a song. I was like, man, like I used to like this, but like I don't have any CHH songs that I have like that. I can think of, you know, because typically, you know, I think like by the time I got to CHH, like as far as I really listening to it, I was really coming into just a sound understanding of doctrine and so forth. So it's like I was listening to sound rappers then. But like I will say that like for some of those who have left the faith, like now it's hard for me to listen to their music now.
Yeah, there was a lot of songs this Sunday for whatever reason. I guess I was just listening to music all day, but it was a lot of songs that just came up that I haven't heard in a long time that just came in my playlist. It was just playing, right?
Yeah.
My City by 166. Remember that song?
Yeah.
It was like, wow.
My City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I remember it. I mean, I can't sing it, but I remember. Like I know it. Like if that makes sense. Yeah. Like I know the names, but I wouldn't. Y'all know me. Roger knows it because he's the 116 guy out of us. Like he's the. Yeah. You know it, don't you, Roger?
Wait, that was actually
Was it 116? Or was it just
C-Light before he became Andy Mineo?
What I tell you?
No, I don't think was that in no, the voice wasn't right.
In my city.
No. Different song.
Oh.
Different song. Hold on, let me make sure I'm saying it
They
right.
had Flame in it from the 13 Letters album.
That's it.
Okay.
It was Flame. Yeah, because I was like, it wasn't Andy Mineo. Yeah.
The only song, if I'm not tripping off that 13 Letters, it was a Shaolin joint off of that. That's the only song I cared about. I'm tripping.
That's funny.
I'm not saying those other guys, those other songs are whack or anything. I'm just saying, yeah.
That's funny.
While I got my phone open, let me go through some things that just now I lost it. Let me go through some things real quick. There's some people that just recently dropped, maybe even a month ago, but I just keep up with everybody. So Jerron Taylor and the Crossbearer Nations dropped a single.
Track.
Yeah, called Christmas Song. A Christmas
cool.
song. God Made. How did you say that last part? Liddy?
Yeah.
God Made Liddy. He dropped the song finally on streaming. It's called New Balance. So go check that out. Will Thomas, he dropped a whole album called Testify, and he dropped a bonus single called Think. Let's go down. Andre dropped a song called I Don't Follow Trends.
He's got a new one that I think you should try to get from him. He played it on his live last week.
He haven't dropped it yet.
I don't think so.
No,
maybe we can get it exclusive.
Because I'm good at keeping.
We can't get it.
I'm good at keeping up to date here. So because I'm going in order of how everything dropped. Brent Lopez dropped a song called Good versus Evil. Andre dropped another song called You Know the Vibes. T. Barlow dropped this whole album. The part 2. And then I'll stop right there. We'll stop right there. But if you guys want to, I'll put the link in here in the comments. If you guys want to just go to this playlist, if you want to just like it or listen to it, I keep it updated all the time. It goes from newest to oldest all the way down. There's 13 hours of music in there, local music. This is what I listen to all the time. This is what gets played all day in the house, and all day on my phone.
You the reason why I got $30 on my distro kit.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome.
All 7,000 streams coming from me.
I I mean, so you see the difference from mine's and what Manny's. Manny's listen to the music more than I do. But you see, my top 5 is always somebody from Omaha. Always. It's just what I'm listening to.
Play T Barlow for Manny and see if he gets healed.
Tell you what, play what?
Play nothing but T Barlow for Manny and see if he gets healed.
I can do that.
No promises.
Yeah, just put it on loop.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been a while since we've like all sat down together. So thank you guys for being here. Just talking about stuff that's been happening recently. We have not talked about the chili cook-off.
The chili cook-off. I wanted to say, did we stop doing a show when T cut his hair? I know we wasn't doing a show when I cut my hair.
I was wondering about that too.
So this may be the first time a lot of people are seeing this without both of us without hair here.
Right.
All I can say is, man, it's dope when I can inspire people to do things, man.
You
look
chill now.
Right now, I'm looking like Eddie Kane when he was jacked up.
Yeah.
Like just hair, just
dang,
up,
you have to say dang.
Yeah, I nice like this.
GT don't know nothing about that because he don't watch black movies.
He don't. Oh my goodness. So I want to let y'all know as soon as I get the basement done, I will be doing a bi-weekly black movie night. Okay. So we just a random black movie that I'm picking, and then we're gonna watch it, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Hey, let us put black movie names in the book because we can hit some good movies too. Cornbread Earl and Me,
bro. Sweetback, we're gonna watch Sweetback first. I can't say the rest of the name because we.
Listen, y'all gonna question my Christianity after I say this, but put Black Dynamite on that list though.
Oh no, it's gonna be on there. It's gonna be on there. The both of them, the original and the one that's showing how it's made. Same thing with Sweetback. It's on there. It's already on the list. We can't have a black movie night without those movies. It's impossible. It's impossible. America. Yeah. Yeah, it's a few movies.
Coming to America.
Yeah. So here's a quick trivia for you on 5 Heartbeats. That that his name is Eddie King and not Eddie Kane. Mm-hmm. It just sounds like Kane because he has that southern accent it makes him sound like he's saying Kane.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
For those who didn't know.
I didn't know that growing up.
I didn't either. Yeah. But as I got older, somebody told me that. I was like, like, he is saying Kane.
Kane.
Eddie Kane Jr.
Eddie Kane. Eddie
I can't believe you ain't watched that movie, Effie. Look, I don't know what you got to do. I ain't got to do nothing. We can sit up and watch that movie right after this go off.
Put him on game about Eddie Kane. It's gonna change your life. You're gonna start looking for biopics,
bro. And they got saved at the end. You don't know. You missing out. You have no idea what you're missing out on.
Thank you for reminding me. I've been meaning to add that song to my playlist.
I feel like going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you ain't watched. You shouldn't have told me that. I just look at you different now. 5 Heartbeats.
I feel like it was on like many years ago.
It's always on. What are you talking about?
Like maybe I watched it.
No,
maybe I watched
it. There's no maybe about it. Either you watched it or you did it.
You would know you watched it.
Yeah, because you would know that scene that I just did. That's like everybody know that scene.
Hey, in all honesty, you should have like just a series. If you're gonna be doing the black movies, just a series of the biopics. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like your 5 Heartbeats, which is really not based on the 4 Tops, but like the Temptations.
It has a little bit of everybody.
I'm saying like the Temptations as another movie.
That movie's great.
Ray.
I seen Temptations.
When you try to run from the police.
The American Dream, Jackson 5, that movie.
American Dream, yeah. I was gonna say Get On Up. Get On Up was so slept on. I'm mad at the way that y'all slept. I'm saying y'all. I'm mad at the way that y'all slept on that movie.
I didn't sleep on it. I watched it when it came out.
I'm hot.
I watched it too.
Yeah. Even though he was too tall to be James Brown, Chadwick did.
But he had that. He had that.
He did that
Bobby,
thing.
I don't know what he was saying.
Tear the devil up. I'm gonna have to get that fixed.
There's a lot of great music biopics. A lot of great ones.
Yeah, and they got a daggum stop. I can't think my man's name now. Bob Marley.
That's coming out. I don't know. It's about the whole. I don't think it's his whole life though. I think it's about that.
No, it's not his whole life.
Yeah, I think it's about a session.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah, I think it's about the session where he got shot and then he still went up and did the concert and all that. I think that's what it's about.
That's pretty much what it's about.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that sounds bootay, but
whatever. Yeah. That's what it's about.
Yeah, that's what it is. I know. We pushing the time. T. Barlow, St. Matthew Baptist Church, 1001 North 30th Street, Holy Ghost. Just stop through
officially now.
Officially,
At first, he was just a humble Kingz pastor, but now he's like a pastor.
Yeah, a pastor.
Pastor.
Yeah, and we got space, man. Come on through. Come on through. Find you a seat. Claim it before it gets too, popular. It's now. Indeed. So yeah. That's
we got to go because me and GT we're finna watch 5 Heartbeat.
I'm a little jealous. I kind of want to watch it with y'all, but
tonight we finna do a watch party tonight.
Yeah.
Anybody want to do a watch party? Just email me djflyness@gmail.com. I will send you the watch party link. We're just gonna we're gonna watch it. Hold on, somebody talk. I'm gonna find out where it's at right quick.
Somebody talk. You gonna find out where it's at? Well, listen. DJ Flyness.
Roger, shoot out your church.
Liberty Church on 11213 Bel Air Drive. Yeah.
All right. I'm at Redbridge. Don't ask me the address because I'm not good with addresses.
It's behind the Walmart. It's
the Walmart on Ames Street. There it is. Right. Just go right behind that Walmart. You cannot miss it. It's right there.
One block north of Ames behind Walmart.
It's on Grand Street.
Redbridge, then come up.
Yep. I know it's on Grand Street. I know that much.
Matter of fact, it's like 50.
We're good. 5 Heartbeat is on Matt's. We're good.
I'm at King of Kingz Church, somewhere.
King of Kingz.
King of Kingz.
I know where that's at.
Kinky Kingz. King of Kingz.
Yeah,
I did a charter there one time. They got they have a great youth program there.
Yeah,
they do.
The program is really awesome. That's what brought us back. Yep. Yes, sir. All right, yeah, we definitely went over this episode, but it's nice being back in the studio. Nice being back on the show with you guys.
What are we talking about next week?
Whatever we want to talk about.
That one that you sent.
Oh, you know what we're going to talk about?
What's that?
How to take over the world.
We talk about every week.
Pinky in the brain. Hey, I got it.
But T was like,
no, it didn't go over my head. It just reminded me of that time you was playing music by people that was screaming, "We the blessed." That's.
Oh man, that episode was great.
That's the level of corn.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know, and they're not on Spotify either. That's just irritating.
God willing, we'll be back next week to talk about the fiasco that is Lil Nas X and whether or not
we're gonna talk about that, and GT is gonna give us a review on the 5 Heartbeats. He got to tell us if he liked it or not, why he liked it, what was his favorite part, and he got to give us a quote from the movie.
And he got to sing the song that the girls sang. We haven't finished yet.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Bro, you missing out. You have no idea.
Oh,
man. Man, you have no idea what you're missing out on. Man.
I'm about to put you on game, man. I'm gonna find out.
I'm really finna watch this movie. I don't know if you finna stay, but I'm really finna watch this movie tonight. I ain't even playing.
Be able to.
Yeah.
But send me a watch party. I'll check it out when I get to the crib.
Yeah.
Watch party in 30 minutes, max. So I'm really finna watch this movie tonight.
That's hilarious.
Movie of the week. Every week we're gonna suggest a black movie for you. If it's a bad movie, we're gonna warn you. Make sure to put the kids out the room. But movie of the week, 5 Heartbeats, great movie. Guy gets saved at the end. So make it all the way through. It's worth it. Make it all the way through.
I got you. Yeah, that's dope. I like that.
Cool. Well, I think this format works, and yeah, I think maybe just keeping it to Facebook is cool. And yeah, you guys keep your eyes out because we will have some actual radio stations that will be playing this. So
nice.
Figure out who they are.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can get into some of our old contacts.
Yeah, let's get with them, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, man. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be right here with us, the Humble Kings, man. We love y'all to life.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
So, what email do you want? So you can
Look, I ain't go to Bible school. Nope. I just tell them about what I've been through. I'ma show them what the light can do. I'm hyped up, I'ma do whatever I pursue. Child of God, they don't like the truth. That's alright, cause I'm giant proof. Defiant Goliath, better fly the coop. The lions coming better tell the viper scoop. And I do it for the lamb, so the fans when they stand and pick at your hands. In the stands when they praying, plus it's the anthem. The son of man's coming, man, never paid the ransom and then abandon us. The champion is unanimous. I ain't got the stamina, couldn't handle it. God's playing with an animal of a man, and you can't handle a man, him no chance of it. Had no faith, I was panicking. Calamity, fake like mannequin, brain manic, can't manage it. Oh, way so painful, no play, just damaging. I was on a one-way plan to get handed the going rate for my soul's annex. My whole came down, so graceful, souls paid for, go race, so I ran with it. Try to hold me down, oh well, cause I'm look, you gon' find out how we get down when we I'm a child in a boat downtown with a foul past. Whoa, yeah, but I'm look, I ain't what you came to see. Nope, just a mouthpiece, play the beat. You the goat, get laid to sleep. Face defeat, my savior came for sheep. I made a preach. Take a seat. Yeah, straight facts ain't Maybelline. We gon' cover it from A to Z faithfully. So go and tell the snake to flee. Ain't no telling where it's going, another episode unfolding. Tell him on the telephone, I got a weapon for the soul and cold and never sit the road, whatever weather is the cold. I'm always stepping toe to toe if they're skeptical, cause I'm infected with the message, spread it fully. Just a vessel, I'm decrepit, I'll confess it to them. So the press for the record, I'm protected, so they better get receptive and going back on my testimony. Told you, can't bury me. No hypocrites school me like Pharisees. Got clarity, doctrines ain't scaring me. Carry me, Christ's whole life took care of me. Did drugs plus therapy. Only one way out, no parodies. Nope, Christ put the fear in me, barely. Now I got the plan, go and share it when I'm Try to hold me down, oh well, cause I'm look, you gon' find out how we get down when we I'm a child in a boat downtown with a foul past. Whoa, yeah, but I'm
track and every time we talk, every single thing that I push or came in is gonna come in its own track. So, okay, everybody, thank you for joining us. Love you all to life. Peace.
Have a good night. Till next week.